everybody, every media company, every small business, everybody thinks their market is absolutely unique. And before you roll your eyes too hard, it's true. By virtue of every market being unique, they are. They are unique. There are unique things about it. And that's the advantage local media companies and local agencies can leverage. They can leverage their local knowledge. And that's going to be the challenge. We talked a little bit about there seems to be a growth of agencies that are focused on one thing that they feel they can spread across America, whether it's one particular digital service or perhaps it's one, hey, we are the go-to agency for taxidermists. We are it, boy, and we can go everywhere. That's when you run into the, yeah, but I'm a taxidermist in Pittsburgh. We're a little different than Youngstown. And so that's a little bit of a challenge. So you do have to, and there's plenty of ways that everybody can get educated about the nuances in any given market. So you do have to nod your head and say, yeah, and I know how you're different. And that's the key. Anybody can say their market is different, but it falls flat if they don't know how. And that's the key. Even, and I'm picking on the small businesses too. Oh no, Youngstown is so different. Great, tell me how. And then and that's the enlightening part of it all.
Yeah, well, and also that is like that welcome small business owners to marketing research.
Yeah,
Like
exactly.
having a really good answer for that question is actually very powerful. But if
Absolutely.
you
You should
stop,
know
if
who you
yeah,
absolutely should know how your market is different. I'm not believing you that your market is different. You got to know how. You can't just say, "Oh, that won't work because my market's different." Whether you're whatever side of the desk you're on, whether you're a business or a media buyer or a seller, doesn't matter what side you're on. You got to know how the market's different.
absolutely. And would you go as far to say that, for a small to medium business that maybe does have at least the resources enough to reach out to somebody for some help, that instead of trying to become a marketing expert, that you should become your market expert? I feel like that is a much better use of time potentially before working with an agency, before working with a publisher, to really get smart on your area instead of trying to get smart on the mystical arts of marketing.
Yeah, you're absolutely right. That's foundational. First, it's know thyself, right? That's where you start. You have to know, okay, who are my customers? Any local business, any small business will, if they don't have an actual readout or a database, they have a good sense of who their customers are. Of course they do. Now, great. Step one, how is that your customer base different or the same as the bigger area around you, your town, your city, your area? How are the people different that you're getting or not getting? And that's table stakes. That's where you've got to start because then once you understand that, you can understand what media they're engaged in and you can understand if you're a furniture store, how do my customers think I need a new couch? What do they do next? And that's vital critical information that you're right take up to the next level of being able to market to that. And I know a lot of your listeners are probably going, yeah, no duh, that's what we do all day long. But we're talking about Main Street and we're talking about these guys teaching themselves this stuff because there's nobody coming in to tell them this. So they've got to learn it by trial and error.